The pineal gland has been revered in many, many ancient civilisations across human history for thousands of years. The ancient Egyptians have the Eye of Horus, which is strongly linked to the pineal gland and believed to be a map to it. The ancient Greeks described the pineal gland as being the thing which moves psychic pneuma throughout the body. René Descartes, back in the 1600s, said that it was the seat of the soul. The ancient yogics described the pineal gland as the cave of Brahma. They saw it as the centre of the third eye, and they've been scientifically verified from that thousands of years later in the modern day, when scientists found that the pineal gland contains light receptors. The pineal gland also produces melatonin, which helps to regulate our sleep and our dreams, and it produces DMT, or dimethyltryptamine.
Well, you know, one of the interesting things about endogenous DMT is that it may be the endomatrix. It could be the way we interact with reality.
DMT is the compound which is released during an ayahuasca trip. It's also released during birth and death, and in small amounts during sleep whilst we're dreaming. It is an incredible and mysterious gland within the brain, and it's captured attention for millennia. It's also under attack. Fluoride is a chemical which is added to our tap water and to our toothpaste because it helps calcium to deposit on our teeth, which supposedly makes them stronger. Great for the teeth, but it also makes calcium deposit in our pineal gland. Here's some slides that show that as we get older, this pineal gland becomes more and more calcified, and when it becomes calcified, it can't work properly. If you want to decalcify your pineal gland and to get that DMT and that melatonin running in your system to open your third eye, I'm going to give you 15 ways in which you can do that. Most of the methods I'm going to share with you are scientifically backed and evidence-based. The ones which aren't, I'll let you know. But these are also proven methods. Why do I say they're proven methods? Because I did them on myself for 30 days in an experiment, and I promise you they work. They work very powerfully. I want you to be very careful before you implement too many of these steps together, because it opens you up to energy from everywhere. You will start having the most incredible experiences in meditation. Within a few minutes, you are going to be flying around the place, unlocking portals and doors and information that you did not know were there. You are also going to really be aware and experience all of the negative energy that you are around. If you're in negative patterns, toxic environments, if you're around people who are bringing you down and who are worldly, you're going to be exposed far more to that because you feel it. You're not protected. You have taken the bandages off of your third eye. So do be careful. This transformed my life, and I did a video where I documented my experience and discussed the effects of it, which I will link at the end of this. But with that said, let's get into it. Okay, so to start, we need to just eliminate fluoride so you reduce that calcification. So step number one is to get a water filter that filters out fluoride. Berkeley are good and zero water are good. Number two, you want to remove fluoride from your toothpaste. This is quite hard to come by in a regular supermarket. You need to go to a health food shop. You can also buy it on Amazon. So once you've removed fluoride, you want to start decalcifying your pineal gland. So method 3 is to take vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 has been shown to decalcify the arteries and is believed to decalcify the pineal gland as well. Number 4 is supplement magnesium. Magnesium does the same thing. It decalcifies soft tissues and helps that calcium make its way to the bones. Number 5, take 5-HTP. And take magnesium and 5-HTP before bed because they give you fantastic sleep. They help the pineal gland and strengthen the pineal gland by boosting its production of melatonin. Okay, number 6, we have got sunlight exposure. So I'm going to split this into two parts slightly. The first thing is just getting a little bit of sunlight in your eyes first thing when you wake up. That is going to reset your circadian rhythms. The rays of the sun specifically influence the pineal gland. Now you can take this one step further and you can do sun gazing. Sun gazing is an ancient spiritual practice which is used to activate and decalcify the pineal gland. It has to be done first thing during sunrise or last thing during sunset. Stare directly at the sun. Please be careful with this. You know, I'm not taking responsibility for the health of your eyes, but I did this, and I did this for, you know, starting at 10 seconds, working my way up to a couple of minutes during the sunrise. And it has these phenomenal effects. You will start to experience the phenomenal effects of sun gazing whilst you're doing it, but it will also really help to activate and decalcify that pineal gland. Okay, number 7 is just to try and increase the blood flow to your brain and to your pineal gland to really help stimulate it. You can do exercise, you can drink beetroot juice. Okay, number 8, we're now getting into the good stuff. This is about stimulating the pineal gland and about getting that DMT flowing. So number 8 is DMT breathwork. This is similar to the Wim Hof breathing, and this has been discussed for thousands of years. Breathwork in general is not a new thing. The yogics have been talking about breathwork, they call it pranayama, for thousands of years, and discussed how it is an incredible agent on the mind and on the spirit. It brings you close to death because you have held your breath for so long that you are starting to get to that experience of leaving the body. Now, don't actually kill yourself, you can't anyway, it's fine, but do DMT breathwork. It will be so transformative. Number 9, again on the breathwork theme, is to do cold water exposure. And there is again some scientific evidence to suggest that cold water exposure does stimulate small releases of DMT, maybe again because it brings you into that shocked state where you're not sure if you're alive or dead. In my personal experience, that really cold water exposure, it just makes reality pulsate. Number 10 is to listen to gamma and delta binaural beats. In an experiment, some scientists gave people DMT and then they measured the effects on their brainwaves, and there was an increase in brainwaves at the delta band and the gamma band, which is really strange because delta is the slowest form of brainwave, it's the one you get in deep sleep, and gamma is the fastest form of brainwave, which is to do with a unifying of the consciousness. Number 12, I should have said this earlier, but is to have absolute darkness whilst you sleep. This is what I use often when I sleep so that I can also listen to delta, binaural beats and other meditations, but that is going to massively boost your production of melatonin. Number 13, just as a tangent to that, is to cut out screen time before bed. I know everyone goes on about it, I know it's hard, but doing this is again going to really boost that production of melatonin. Number 14 is to take a course of oregano oil. Oregano oil is an incredible protector of the body and it protects the brain from damage. In an experiment, some rats were given oregano oil. The rats were irradiated to death. The rats which had been fed oregano oil had far less structural brain damage. Okay, number 15, this one isn't scientifically verified, but drinking cacao was another thing I did and I felt like it had a really good effect on me. There's a lot of articles which will tell you to drink cacao if you want to decalcify your pineal gland and open your third eye. It's a method used by the South Americans for thousands of years, and I mean it's an excuse to drink hot chocolate every day, so just do that. Number 16 is to smell pine and frankincense. Pine and frankincense are both scents which are really associated with opening the third eye. Again, disclaimer, these ones aren't scientifically verified, but if you look at the ancient Egyptians, they really seem to believe that the pine cone was very central to spirituality. Frankincense is another incense which for thousands of years has been used to help honour the gods and open oneself up to spiritual experiences. Number 17 is the most important one, and that is meditation. And there's some great third eye opening meditations. I'm going to upload one. Clark Kegley has one which is great, and just going within and meditating is so powerful. Now we know that when we take a placebo it can heal any illness or help to heal any illness, whatever it is, whether it's physical or mental. And that means that the mind is so powerful, it is able to connect into a specific body part and to affect it and heal it and help it. And so of course when you meditate and you focus on your third eye, that is what's going to open it up. But it's not just about opening up the third eye and decalcifying and activating the pineal gland. Meditation is the principal way by which we have these spiritual experiences, by which we make the real spiritual progress. Imagine if you had a guest coming and you just couldn't wait to meet this guest, and for weeks and weeks before their arrival you spent time preparing your house, cleaning your house, making it smell nice, cooking wonderful food, getting yourself ready, preparing conversation pieces, and the day they come they start knocking on the door and you don't open it, and you just carry on preparing your house and preparing yourself, and the person is there knocking at the door waiting to come in, but you're so busy making everything good that you don't welcome them. That's what it's like when you do all of these spiritual practices but you don't meditate. You're not opening the door to those experiences and that vision and that energy that needs to come through and transform you. So look, I hope you guys have a great day. Please do check out the video where I detail these experiences. Don't take this lightly. These are really powerful practices that are gonna decalcify and activate your pineal gland and open your third eye, and it can cause massive transformation, but make sure you're ready. I really hope that you found this content helpful and enjoyable, and if you have, I would really love it if you could like this video so more people can get this content, so more people can open their third eye and we can have some kind of transformation in the world. And if you like this kind of thing, then subscribing to the channel will let me show you more, and it's going to be really helpful. It's a great way of saying thank you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have a great day. Take care.